Hello everybody, back with part 3 of the back issue hauls. Like I say, I know a 30 or 40 minute video is kind of hard to sit through for some people, so that's why I'm trying to break it up. So if you like a certain type of books or whatever, this just kind of gives you a choice of not having to sit through a 45 minute video to see something you might want to see. So anyway, I got a couple cheap lots. Well, one cheap lot, and the other was just like a guy was selling some old late Silver Age, early Bronze Age stuff for like 99 cents. And I was, anybody that can find a borrow on, anybody that's a collector, if you can find something old for a cheap price, I mean, it's a kick. So anyway, I had most of these already, and but this is just one of my favorite stories from Marvel. I guess it was probably mid-'80s. But I was always a big fan of the Squadron Supreme. They had several appearances before this. They were called the Squadron Sinister, and later on Supreme Power. And basically they were just like a takeoff on Marvel's version of the Justice League. And I think it was more like an homage, but the characters were really different, and the writing was great, the art was great. So we'll get to get to that first. But here's issue number 1, and you got Mark Grunwald in the scripts, and Bob Hall did the first several issues in the art. But this looks like your basic Justice League cover, with everybody kind of coming at you there. But this is really a great story for the 80s. So number 1, number 2, I think it's a Bob Layton cover. Number 3, what happened to the bag on this one? There's Dr. Spectrum and Nuke, Marvel's answer to Green Lantern and Firestorm. Okay, got issue 4. And something else got mixed in there. Issue 5. Issue 6, and I think you actually have an alternate version of Hyperion there. Issue 7, and this is issue 8. This is a really cool Bob Hall and Bob Layton cover. Number 9, number 10, number 11, and the final showdown, number 12. And actually there was a graphic novel that Marvel published right after this. It kind of tied this story up. So, okay, all the rest of these are, like I said, they're 99-cent books, and they're condition are like very fine, or probably like very good to very fine. Some of the stuff, it might be duplicates of what I already had, but I wasn't sure, so I went ahead and picked them up. But here's New Teen Titans, Wolfman and Perez. This is a great run. That's an awesome painted cover by Perez. And this is a really great story. Who is Donna Troy? Number 38. Number 39. Number 20. Number 27. And it has a preview of Atari Force in this too, so it's kind of cool. And number 17. Okay, the rest of this is just a mismatch, or a mishmash, I should say, of Marvel DVC or DC, Go Keys, some Archie, some Charlton books. Like I said, these are all like 99 cents. So I think I already had this one, but this was Marvel Premiere number 44, and I always loved this character, Jack of Hearts. Okay, some Charlton, Scary Tales number 4. Tom Sutton cover. And here's an oddball little title from DC. Joe Simon did this one. I think Jerry Grandinetti did the art. But this is Prez number 3. And number 4. I think this was actually the last issue of this. It's pretty high grade. Okay, I'm a big fan of Jim Starlin and the stuff he did on Captain Marvel and Warlock. So this is a Warlock Special Edition number 5. I'm pretty sure it probably reprints some of the older stuff. Okay, Son of Satan number 3. Gil Kane cover. And for some reason, they threw in another copy of this. I think it was because it was moisture damage, just little crinkles along the bottom, but threw in a freebie. And this is something that I saw when I was a kid, and I always wanted to get these. Of course now you can't buy anything from them, but they came out with these superhero book. It was a catalog of like games, books, and toys and puzzles. They said these, but what was cool, a lot of them. Just the artwork of Joe Kubert on the covers. I think I've seen Why Not Art, Tony, show some of these, and this is something I always wanted, but they were, like I say, were 99 cents. It's kind of hard to pass it up, anything with Joe Kubert on the cover. And it kind of takes you back to your childhood if you grew up in the early 70s, late 60s like I did. That is catalog number 2, and this is, I'm not sure what the number is, but it's another Kubert cover, and no, I didn't pay $10 for it. It's just a cool little oddity. And here's the catalog, first catalog of that in the 70s. Okay, now we got Marvel 2-in-1 number 9. Probably looks like another Kane cover. Not sure. Kind of looks like Gil Kane. Captain Marvel 38. Strange Tales 185 with Doctor Strange. And this is always one of my favorite titles when I was a kid, especially these Basil Wolverton covers. There's Plop, number 10. And you got a bigger version of that little weird dude on the back. His name is Feats Flegel. Okay, some Harvey. This is just, just an impulse buy, and it's something I used to read when I was a kid. Spooky Spooktown number 62. Another really cool title, late 70s. This didn't last long enough. Doorway to Nightmare with Madame Xanadu. And all these had the really cool Mike Kaluta covers. And back to some Charlton. E-Man number 5. Joe Staten cover. Ragman number 5 in DC. More Joe Kubert goodness. And Laugh Comics 218. This is probably late 60s, 12-cent cover. Strange Suspense Stories number 4. This one's a little water damaged, you can tell. It's a really cool Jim Aparo cover. Fighting Army number 12, more Charlton. Archie's Joke Book, number 136. More late 60s stuff. I'm not sure of the number in this, I have to look it up. Okay. This is Mighty Samson, number 16. Awesome painted cover. More Archie, Reggie and Me, number 35. Betty and Me, number 8. And here they have one of those ads on the back when you were, or well, you know, some of us were kids in the late 60s, early 70s. You need extra money, $100 of yours if you can sell these Christmas cards. Some more Harvey, Little Lot of number 65, a 12-cent cover. Pretty good shape, actually. And the last thing I got here is Marvel 2-in-1 number 32. Thing, an Invisible Girl. You got a Spider-Woman appearance, and this is a great George Perez and Pablo Marcos cover. Okay, guys, that's all I got for now. Thanks for hanging in, those of you that did. And I'll see you again for part 4.